Now we have some news in the political scene. This Ghana at Crossroads event that was held just recently, where the ex-president of Ghana, John Mahama, shared his views on the state of the nation at that forum. He proposed a number of solutions um, to which the government needed to learn from. And he called a lot of things happening in Ghana right now as serious challenges. And he listed out points and reasons why things were to be done in a certain way and why certain things were leading to other problems that were occurring. Now, after his speech, not long after, this fix the country movement. Yep. This fix the country movement group also have held a press conference, and they were addressing what John Mahama said at the Ghana at Crossroads event. Now, one of their main speaker, who is Mr. Ernest Kofi Owusu-Bempah. Mr. Ernest Kofi Owusu-Bempah. Well, this is what he said. He says that if Ghana was at a crossroads, the former president does not have a single solution to the country's problem. He also said that the ex-president, John Mahama, is just desperate to rule the country again. And that's why he's penchant and trying his best to make, false claims of having all the answers to the country's problems. He says that when Ghana was under Mahama, we faced a lot of problems. There were just multiple problems and a serious troubling rise in cost of living. Businesses collapsed. He says Mahama's era was a time where the most businesses collapsed. In fact, he says there's no government he has ever seen where businesses collapse so much as compared to Mahama's time, especially with the startup businesses. That's which many of the youth were trying in those times. He also added that when Mahama was in power, in government, he had an unsustainable national debt. It just couldn't be sustained. And the debt was just very, very, very painful. Apart from that, they were not doing anything to take off the debt. They were just taking more money and all of those things. And then he also added that there's a lack of inclusive economic growth when it was at Mahama's time. Like, there was just nothing that could show that internally we were growing economically. He also added that Mahama's time, because of these factors, there was serious unemployment. There was poor infrastructure, as well as a rising fiscal, deficit and all this balance of payments deficits. He said that even in Mahama's time, many people did not die because of sicknesses and diseases, but because things were just so hard that people felt it was better to just die and go and rest in peace instead of struggling every day in this life. So he says that it could even be that Ghana is having problems right now, but even if he first says that he does not think there are any problems in Ghana right now, but if there are, Mahama is not the one who is to bring the solution, because when he had this chance, he did not do anything candid or correct about it. So this Fix the Country movement have held this press conference, and the main speaker, Mr. Ernest Kofi Owusu-Bempah, says that they should make sure that Mahama doesn't get power again. That there's the reason why he was voted out in 2016 was because he wasn't doing well in the first place. So what could he come and do differently now, seeing that he has already failed? He claims Mahama's government was the result why the ordinary Ghanaian's life was worsened and became terrible. He claims Mahama has nothing to offer except to draw back the country's progress. And if Ghana mistakenly gives him power again, they are going to regret again. So, in this political scene right now, we are getting two different strong points and arguments, and we are wondering what would be the case. Do you think Ghana would give Mahama a second chance to come and see if he can do better, or do you think they will never give him power again because he's not really doing anything good? This is the statement. Whilst you are thinking about that, this is the statement by the Fixing the Country movement at the press conference which they held. Now, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, so I'm reading. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the media, we are compelled to assemble you here once again to do justice to some pertinent issues with regards to former President John Mahama's so-called Ghana at Crossroads lecture held at Kempinski Hotel on Monday, 2nd May 2022. So, please listen and listen closely. Okay. Now, the Kempinski event, which seeks to draw light on the supposed crossroads that the country currently stands, actually exposed Mahama's nakedness. Indeed, Dr. Mahama, Mr. Mahama, succeeded in dancing naked in front of the intelligent public by the swipe he took at the Akufo-Addo government on what he termed as the politicization. Is there a C there too? Oh wow, politicization. That's why you people bring these big words. I just wonder, can't you just say politics or something just simple? Yeah. Okay, I'll continue to read. So, indeed, Mr. Mahama succeeded in dancing naked in front of the intelligent public by the swipe he took at the Akufo-Addo government on what he termed as politicization of independent state institutions and the dismissal of those who dared to ensure what was right. Even the attacks on President Akufo-Addo's economic policies was such a surreal mix of myth and fantasy. Mr. Mahama practically gaslighted himself and sounds terribly in touch with his self-serving inner self. He just plunked another dead cat in front of the public to get outraged about. So this is what the speech is saying. Now, this is what they claim is their version of Mahama's lecture at the Ghana at Crossroads. So you see, they are showing that John Mahama is just trying to find a way to come back and do more havoc and just squander money and all of that. The speech is also showing that by the way Mahama has come out to attack the Akufo-Addo government, he has exposed himself and has shown that he himself is not serious and he's just angry about what how things are going because they don't favor him. Now, this is what according to their speech Mahama said. President Nana Akufo-Addo and his head of the economic management team are rather appalling. They remain nonchalant in the face of the serious crisis and have limited their response to the imposition of very harsh and aggressive tax measures, one of which is the e-levy, which has been roundly rejected by the people of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, how utterly shameful for Mr. Mahama to try to compare his failed administration to the Akufo-Addo one. So you see, after they read their speech, they read also Mahama's speech, and now they are saying after it that, ladies and gentlemen of the media, how utterly shameful for Mr. Mahama to try to compare his failed administration to the Akufo-Addo one. I would like to take Mahama's speech, which they read out again one more time for you to listen and listen and make your own judgments to see what they feel and how you feel about Mahama's speech. So I read and it says, President Nana Akufo-Addo and his head of the economic management team are rather appalling. They remain nonchalant in the face of this serious crisis and have limited their response to the imposition of very harsh and aggressive tax measures, one of which is the e-levy, which has been roundly rejected by the people of Ghana. So that's Mahama's speech. And then the Fix the Country movement claim that this speech was shameful and Mahama shouldn't try to compare himself with his failed administration to the Akufo-Addo one. That's how things are going right now. They say they are not really surprised that Mahama is doing all these things, and he keeps on attempting to get people's attention. So we'll see which of them would stay to stand the test of time, so that Mahama will be able to get power again, or whether these people will be able to prove that Mahama was nothing but just a waste of time. So that's just it in the political scene. We'll see how that will go in the very near future. Now, in the meantime, leave your comments in the section below. What do you think about Mahama's suggestions and Mahama's thoughts about the current government? Do you think Mahama deserves a second chance? Do you think John Mahama will do better than he did the last time? Or do you think he's just trying to jab the president for no reason at all? And what do you think about the e-levy taxes? Is it a good thing for Mahama to talk about? Let us know in the comment section below, and so we can discuss and pick it up from there. Thank you very much for listening. Have a very nice day.